Jai Bhim, Namo Buddhaya. Myself, Anand, and I'm here in the United Kingdom today. Lots of wishes to you all on Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's birth anniversary today. I believe there is no need to talk about who Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar is and how he influenced millions of our lives. We all are because he was, isn't it? Today I am here to present his thoughts on equality. I would like to put his thoughts in 4 points. Number 1, Babasaheb's thoughts on equality. Number 2, influence of Buddha's teaching on his thoughts of equality. Number 3, how his thoughts of equality are still relevant in today's world. And number 4, recent movements influenced by Babasaheb's thoughts on equality.
Let's look at what are his thoughts on equality. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was a strong advocate of social justice, equality and human rights, particularly for marginalized and oppressed section of Indian society. He believed that all human beings are equal and should have an equal rights and opportunities regardless of their caste, gender, religion or economic status. He campaigned against caste-based discrimination and worked tirelessly for the upliftment of oppressed and other socially disadvantaged groups. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar worked to eradicate caste-based discriminations that was prevalent in Indian society and advocated for empowerment of oppressed class community. He believed that the caste system was a social evil that denied basic human rights to millions of people and perpetuated social and economic inequality. He also believed in the importance of political and economic equality. He believed that every individual should have equal access to political power and that economic resources should be distributed fairly. He was a strong advocate of land reform and believed that the land should be distributed to landless farmers and laborers to address the economic inequality in Indian society. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's thoughts on equality emphasized the need to eradicate all forms of discriminations and inequality in society and to ensure that every individual has equal rights and opportunities. His legacy continues to inspire people around the world to fight for social justice and equality. When we look at the influence of Buddha's teaching on Babasaheb's thoughts on equality, we can see that he was deeply influenced by teachings of Buddha and saw them as a source of inspiration in his fight for equality and social justice. He believed that Buddha's teaching provided a powerful critique of the caste system and offered a vision of society based on equality, justice and human dignity. One of the key teachings of Buddha that Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar emphasized was the concept of equality. Buddha preached that all human beings are equal regardless of their caste, gender or social status and that everyone has potential to achieve enlightenment. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar saw this as a powerful message that could challenge the caste-based discrimination that was deeply entrenched in Indian society. One of the key concepts in Buddha's teaching that Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar emphasized was the idea of the Noble Eightfold Path, which consists of 8 principles that are essential for achieving liberation from suffering and attaining enlightenment. These principles include right understanding, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar saw the Noble Eightfold Path as a guide for building a just and equitable society. He believed that the path offered a framework for ethical behavior and social action that could help people to overcome the inequalities and injustice that were perpetuated by the caste system. In particular, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar saw the principles of right understanding, right intention and right action as a crucial for challenging the caste system and promoting equality. Right understanding involves recognizing the true nature of reality, including the interdependence and interdependence of all beings. Right intention involves cultivating the desire to promote the well-being of all beings, and right action involves acting in ways that are consistent with these intentions. He also believed that by following these principles, individuals could challenge the hierarchical structures of the caste system and work towards more equal and just society. He saw the teachings of Buddha as a powerful tool for social transformation and believed that they had potential to inspire people to work towards a more human and compassionate world. In his writings and speeches, he often referred to the teachings of Buddha to emphasize the importance of equality, justice, and compassion. He saw Buddhism as a powerful force for social reform and believed that it could help to create more just and equitable society. Now, how his thoughts are still relevant in today's world. Dr. Babasaheb's thoughts on equality continue to be highly relevant in today's world, both in India and around the world. Here are some reasons why. Caste-based discrimination. While India has made significant progress in eradicating caste-based discrimination since Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's time, it still remains a prevalent issue in Indian society. His emphasis on the need to eliminate caste-based discrimination and his advocacy for the rights of Dalits continue to inspire social movements today. Gender inequality. Despite progress towards gender equality, women still face discrimination in various forms, including unequal pay, limited access to education and employment opportunities, and violence against women. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's emphasis on the need for social justice and equal rights for all individuals is highly relevant in the fight for gender equality. Economic equality is another example, and political representation is another example where Babasaheb Ambedkar feels the importance of political equality and need for equal representation of all sections of society in political institutions. This continues to be an important issue today, as marginalized communities are often underrepresented in political decisions making. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's teaching on equality have inspired several recent movements in India aimed at promoting social justice and empowerment. Here are some of the recent movements influenced by his thoughts on equality. If we look at Dalit Camera, this is online media platform founded in 2014, and it aims to document and report on the experience of Dalits and other marginalized communities in India. The platform is based on Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's teachings of social justice and equality. Me Too movement. The Me Too movement, which has gained the prominence in India in 2018, aims to bring awareness to sexual harassment and assault, and his teachings on gender equality and women's rights have influenced the movement's principles and inspired people to speak out against gender-based discriminations. Farmers' protests. The recent farmers' protests in India, which started in late 2020, were aimed at demanding their fair prices for their crops and protesting against new agricultural laws, and they believe they will harm their livelihood. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's teachings on economic justice and empowerment have influenced the movement's principle and inspired people to fight for their rights and dignity. There is one more example, which is transgender right movements. So the transgender right movement in India aims to promote the rights and empowerment of transgender individuals in society. His teachings on social justice and equality have influenced the movement's principle and inspired people to fight against discrimination based on gender inequality or gender identity. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's teaching on equality continue to inspire and influence social movements in India and all over the world, guiding people to fight against discrimination and work towards creating a more just and equal society.
I would like to conclude with a poem written by me on his birth anniversary today. In honor of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's birth anniversary, in honor of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's birth anniversary, we celebrate the life of a man who fought for equality. He dreamed of a world where all were treated the same. He dreamed of a world where all were treated the same, where caste and discrimination had no place or name. Born into a world of inequality and strife, born into a world of inequality and strife, he rose up against injustice to change course of life. With his wisdom, his words, and his heart full of love. With his wisdom, his words, and his heart full of love, he inspired nation to rise above. A champion of the oppressed, the downtrodden, and the poor, he fought for their rights and their freedom to explore. A true leader, a visionary, a man of great might. A true leader, a visionary, a man of great might. He showed us that even the darkest of the day could turn into light. Today, we honor the life and legacy of this great man. Today, we honor the life and the legacy of this great man whose courage and strength continue to inspire us all to stand. We remember his teachings, his principles, his way. We remember his teachings, his principles, his way, and owe to carry his message forward each and every day, and owe to carry his message forward each and every day. Happy birthday, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. Your memory lives on in hearts of all who remember. Your memory lives on in hearts of all who remember. Jai Bhim, Namo Buddhaya.